My family kept a secret for 23 years. And when I finally learned the truth, it destroyed everything I thought I knew about my childhood. I always thought my family was pretty normal. A bit distant, maybe, but nothing unusual. My parents never really talked about the past, and anytime I asked about my childhood, they would brush it off with a vague, "You were just a quiet kid." I didn't think much of it until last month. I needed my birth certificate for a job application. Simple enough. Except when my mom handed me the envelope, something felt off. It wasn't the original. It looked newly printed, crisp, and the date was wrong. It said it was registered when I was 3, not as a newborn. When I asked her why, she froze. Not confused, not surprised, just terrified. She tried to change the subject, but I pushed. And finally, she just said, "We'll talk when your father gets home." That whole day, I felt sick. It felt like the floor under my entire life had cracked. My dad sat down across from me like he was preparing for a funeral, and my mom wouldn't even look at me. Then he said the words I will never forget. "We're not your biological parents. We're your grandparents." I actually laughed because it sounded insane, but he kept going. My older sister, the one who moved overseas when I was 8, wasn't my sister. She was my mother. She had me at 15. My grandparents were terrified she'd throw her life away, and she was terrified of losing her friends and being judged. So they made a decision, together, to raise me as theirs, to pretend I was their son. They even moved towns so no one would know. My real mother agreed because she couldn't cope. I was told she had school issues, anxiety, boy trouble, but in reality, she was dealing with postpartum depression and hiding a whole human being. Suddenly, everything made sense. Why my sister was so weirdly protective, why she cried the day she left, why my parents never wanted to talk about my early years. I asked why they didn't tell me sooner, and my grandmom, just broke. She said, "We were going to tell you when you were older. Then when you were older, we thought we'd already missed our chance. And it just became easier not to." My real mother? She sent me a message the next day, a long one, apologizing, telling me she never stopped loving me, saying she wanted to reach out for years but didn't know how. I haven't responded, because I don't know who I'm angrier at. The woman who gave me up and pretended to be my sister, or the people who raised me but built my entire life on a lie. All I know is this. I'm 23, and I feel like my childhood was stolen from me by the people I was supposed to trust the most.